Yeah.
Alright, we can do that. There we go. That's invisibility.
All right, where are you sneaking?
Well, I'm kind of zoomed into the map here, so I have to do it in 2 steps. But coming up to there, climbing up that pole, and the various struts.
Or is there a ladder?
There is a rope ladder.
Well, rope ladder would tend to sway and shimmy when there's weight applied to it, so Anton's going to take the hard way up. He's not going to give himself away by making rope move. So if you want to stealth roll to climb while hidden, let me know. Or climb and stealth rolls, whatever you want.
Do the climb first, because you basically have a plus 40 bonus on the stealth check, so they can't see that at all. I have like so many windows open right now, by the way.
He got a 24.
Yeah, you like tip your head up, and yeah, you can see the hobgoblins. One of them is actually sitting in the bed right now. Oh, the ladder is over here, by the way. Just to point that out.
Oh, I didn't climb the ladder.
Oh,
that would have given me away.
So you're actually just like climbing up the side of it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do that.
The rope ladder would have moved and shimmied around while he was on it.
One is in bed. The other one is over the top right now.
All right, so
like over
this
here.
This will probably make less noise if we soundly dispatch the one in bed and then go for this guy.
Okay.
So hopping in there. I'm going to assume this attack on the sleeping guy gets sneak attack.
No
Holy shit.
way.
Wow.
You know, he might just be dead.
Oh.
You one-shot him.
Yeah, silently fucking dispatched, huh?
You literally slit his throat.
All right,
Bro,
then.
We're
Did
playing
this guy notice
Pathfinder.
anything?
Does he hear that? Is a good question. You're visible now, by the way.
Oh, so this is greater invisibility if we're talking in D&D terms? Where attacking doesn't remove it?
Oh, attacking does remove it. You are visible now.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I'm invisible still. Okay.
No. But let's see if he notices. Hold on.
We're over here playing Pathfinder. He's over there playing fucking Assassin's Creed. And he's blind.
Roll a stealth, please. I think he won't notice. Yeah, he didn't notice a fucking thing.
12 already?
Yeah, he doesn't notice shit. God damn.
Oh, fuck, why the hell are we here? Just let Anton do it.
Just sneak in the whole camp.
Anton, what's your
Assassin's Creed.
What's your move? Because he's looking the other side right now.
Stab this guy right through the base of the skull.
He said, as you're about to stab him, he says, "Oh, go ahead and roll. First off,
I knew I loved you from the day that I met you.
As
it
you
took me
stab
all
him,
this time to muster up the courage to.
I was about to say more so. You know, Margak. I'm starting to think that maybe we should probably. I'm starting to think that maybe Scarvinerus is putting us up here because he doesn't trust us out there. We got the eyes of a hawk, and we could see. And this is when you stab him in the throat.
I think the real conversation is: you ever wonder why we're here?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Well, he's dead too, because that was easy. Fuck that.
I know, right?
Sometimes you just got to give it to him. Nice. So you have neutralized the watchtower for sure.
I will keep going.
You're
You're
he's
on
not
a roll
invisible
now.
anymore.
Don't break a roll, man. You keep going.
Oh,
You're
he's
on
not
that hot streak.
invisible. He's just
Yeah, just slide down the
Fucking-
slide down the edge of the ledge. Sneak up behind where all the beds are. Kill whoever's in the beds, because clearly they're not paying attention either. Move tent to tent, and then all you have left is the asshole sitting out here in the campfire.
Everybody saw you kill the other guy, and even the hobgoblin's kind of impressed that you're able to take him out so easily. What's the rest of the party going to do now at this point?
I guess now we can kind of work our way up.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
direction.
you guys basically can move freely upwards without being seen at this point,
What are those
because
guys
they're all
armed
down
with?
there. They had longbows. Longbows, swords, daggers, some food, and things like that.
Hold on a sec here. Gotta make sure which one of my windows had ultimate magic. There we go. Undeath.
So I'd like to point out in my commitment to try and make fights dynamic and unique and interesting, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 9 different windows open for all the other NPC characters right now.
Selected.
Just
Damn it.
thought I'd.
For some reason, in these spell words, they put the range down as a word and not as a range. I gotta go back and find it. Selected is... Come on. Selected is 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels.
All right, so you guys are near the lip where the tower is now.
35 feet.
Yep.
What's your next move?
I am going to move over here, and well, I know that the dead bodies are there. What is the HD value of those 2
Oh, no.
goblins?
Oh goodness!
Here we go.
Undead army.
Regular scouts, their HD is no, it can't be 10. Hold on. Give me a second. It's 2.
Yeah, then over the course of what's a turn? 6 seconds. Over the course of 12 seconds, I just do the and the Emperor talking to Vader at the end of episode 3. Rise.
All right.
Experimental magic. I don't have to utter a word. So, plus it gives me range.
Do you mind if I change out their tokens to something that's unique, so I don't have to worry about like mixing them up with other things?
I don't know. I kind of like using. I mean, just give it a red line, the same way that I have these guys.
A red line?
You know how my 2 undead here both have red lines around them?
I have to redo the entire token.
Spent 2 hours on a shopping trip.
Well,
The shopping trip was important.
It's like Traveler all over again. It just that
Here.
they're up there with longbows. Also, I guess I kind of need access to a sheet for them.
Here, I tinted them for you, and I'm going to make you a sheet. Hold on.
Because unfortunately, I also have to edit said sheet, but I think I can just use the base sheet for now. Because I have to apply the skeleton template and then the bloody skeleton template to them. But they're basically, their attack is going to be basically the same as it is right now, so we can fudge all that shit later.
Well,
I created the sheet.
we could sneak around and burn down the big hut tent thing.
I don't know that I want to really burn that down in the event that there's anything that we can find that has
Yeah, there might be like
information. Like we found scrolls and
tactical
letters and
stuff.
stuff before.
Honestly, just getting in there would be pretty decent.
Oh, these guys have a lot of stuff.
Bugbear went to sleep. Pog.
Oh yeah, we showed up like in the evening, right?
Yeah, it's close to the evening.
I mean,
The sun is setting. I should point that out.
Right. Okay.
we could do a night attack kind of thing.
How many of us have night vision?
Not enough.
Probably
But
not.
we
and I
do have
think
a floating torch now.
hobgoblins, I think, all have dark vision. So
I'm just saying, it's the first thing that gets attacked. The light source. When the light source float around your head.
Yeah, that's me.
Hobgoblins do have dark vision.
Right. I'm
That's
just
what I-
saying that if you're being attacked in the night and one thing is a light source.
Yeah. Could also just go down there and assassinate.
I was thinking if we
these
want to
two.
if we want to come around to like this side, whatever here was only about 10 feet or 15 feet, and try to slide down, and then work our way behind this little shack they have and try to take these ones out in their beds.
That's what I was saying
Yeah.
about Anton.
Yep.
And then
Just
when the
more-
fight starts, we have two guys with longbows up here on the watchtower. Just
Yeah, and then we
shoot
all
down.
just pile in.
More Assassin's Creed stuff, yep.
I like how strategic you are with all this so far.
No need to make things hard.
Yeah, we didn't take the seduction route.
Jeez.
Who did we have that has levels in Bard now?
Who has levels in Bard?
Wasn't it one of our NPCs that had like a level in Bard?
That was
Well, we can
Erdan.
We can go the seduction route later.
Erdan is not a seductive bard. He is a spy bard.
All bards are seductive bards, especially if he's a spy.
Hey man,
He's ever done a honeypot on someone?
you ever watch Burn Notice?
Yes, all of it.
I've
One of
actually
my
never
favorite
seen
shows.
that. I've never seen that
Yeah,
show.
and you'll get it.
I like in the beginning how they used to fake teach you all this shit.
It was a good bit.
Oh yeah, like when they first meet Sugar and they shoot him through the doorway.
Yep.
What do you think, Anton? Try to slide down here and infiltrate and take a few more out in the beds. We can all be right here, and if anything goes wrong, we'll pile in.
I could try that. Yeah.
We also have King on the inside potentially.
We're not sure about that. I don't know how we would signal him without
Yeah,
alerting the
that's-
others.
Potentially.
And you said it's like a 10-foot slide down on the north side.
Yeah, about that. A 10-foot drop. Like around here.
All right.
I mean, it's even like smaller where like past this palisade wall. But, you know, you can like easily go over here if you want to as well.
I don't know. Over here is good enough. It's also hidden from ground view by the tent structure there.
Yep.
Use the cover of the tent.
Are you gonna jump down, climb down? What are you gonna do?
Climb down.
Do a climb then, please. I mean, it's a little bit loose dirt, so it's actually slightly difficult to climb down, but, you're not making too much noise, and seems like nothing has been super disturbed, so you are down now.
All right. So sneak over to behind here, and then it's time to guess from the back where the sleeping people are, so he can just kind of get up. This looks like it has no front to it, so
this has no front, but there is like a back palisade.
Are these like hard walls, or are they like framing and then like just a thing of cloth over it or something?
That's a good question, actually. Let me double check so I give you the right information.
I mean, it looks like it's leather or something.
It's it's actually a simple like canvas walled lean-to. So it's mostly
stab through it,
Yeah, you can stab through it. It is canvas. It's basically another tent.
Or even just lift it up and stab and then
You make a small cut with your knife and just peek through.
Exactly. Yep. So he'll do that once he gets out of vision of the people at the fire.
So apparently when you're doing that, everyone's starting to go to sleep.
Yep. Maybe we should go down preemptively.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, I just don't want to make too much noise and draw any attention.
One of us can be at the stairs and one of us can just chill right here. Maybe. Or we can just stay here and wait.
I'll stay here in case I need to jump down. I've got the boots of striding and springing, so that should help me if I have to jump down this wall in a hurry.
Okay. What's my
climb? So if these guys look like they've been asleep, then let's start the stabinations.
Interesting. Do you know where they are?
Be over here.
Oh, he'd have to make a little cut and peek in and try to get enough peripheral vision to be able to see where they are, so he can best place himself.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do it like that. I would say just do a perception check. Let's see what happens.
All right. Better than 10.
Like, you hear like the sounds of like light snoring and like scruffing and things like that, as if like, people like trying to get comfort in like a bedroll. Most of these soldiers, like any heavy armor they've taken off, but it looks like they're sleeping in the light armor. A little bit uncomfortable, but it's probably just like a short shift for them. You can't tell exactly where they are, although the dim light of the fire does like give like the slightest of shadows to work with as you go through the area. If you want to cut through the tent and like slightly to look, you can do that.
Yeah, that would be the plan.
I need you to attack the tent. Yeah, you were able to make a lovely little slice through part of the tent. And are you just like peeking through, or are you going to like stick your head in? What are you going to do?
He's making a murder hole.
Just peeking through enough to see. If that means sticking his head through, then he'll have to risk it.
Roll a stealth, please.
All right. Ooh. Well, it's bound to happen.
Peek your head through.
It's still a 13.
It's a crit fail, though.
It's not looking good.
Slip through.
Yeah, but I don't know how those work in Pathfinder. If that's on, like, everything, or if it's only on attack rolls.
I assume that it's old school. When old school would mean what's the worst possible thing that could happen?
Hey, they can still roll down one in return.
Wow.
Well, that's a 2. That's not much better.
Can anybody that's looking over there make a check?
Yes.
Start rolling for King now?
No. King was never the observant one.
Not even close.
You lucky fuck. That's all I'm going to say.
Even in my
Yeah.
greatest failure, I still succeed.
Yeah, I mean, King has a +7 himself, but never saw anything ever.
Alright, so he's going to sing the Dispatching Hobgoblin song very quietly to himself as he notes, I've been stabbing through the tent wall all the live long day.
What I appreciate about the irony of this scenario is that you said you're saying it as quietly as possible, and then sang it louder than your talking voice.
Sorry.
No, it's funny. That's what makes it funny.
Alright, so shall I roll the 2 hit, or what do you need?
Roll to hit.
Well, if they're unconscious and they're helpless, that means they're helpless. And if they're helpless, it means it's just a full round action with no attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could do that too, I guess.
I had to look it up to know what the bone dagger thing did.
Coup de grace.
Yep, it's a full round action. Since they're helpless, they've got nothing to save them, so...
So basically roll your damage with the...
No, they're just dead.
Yeah, that just kills him in this system,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's literally
Oh,
just every 6 seconds he kills anyone that's asleep if nobody else wakes up.
Holy
And
shit.
Nobody
Yeah, it's
should
not even,
wake
like-
up.
Roll dice, right?
Not unless he's killing them like the guy from, oh shit, what was the Nazi movie?
It's a lot of Nazi movies.
There's gonna be a lot more.
Brad Pitt.
Inglourious
Glorious Bastards.
Yeah, Inglourious Bastards. You remember the guy who's killing the SS officers in their sleep?
Uh,
Puts a pillow in his face and just stab crazy. It's like, Jesus.
So it looks like that's 3 more down.
Literally
Let's see.
suggested this half an hour ago, by the way.
Oh, is this 1
They actually, no, wait. The way it worked, that's not how it
Action.
works. Hold on.
It's a melee weapon to coup de grace to helpless opponent.
I knew there was something.
Auto
there. I
hit,
still have. You still have to
crit.
do a roll. It's just an automatic crit.
They
It's an automatic
survive.
crit.
They make a fortitude save. Oh, if they live, they make a fortitude save or auto die.
Yeah, so you have to roll the
Okay.
damage still, just to assume it's a crit.
Well, they get a save if they live.
Oh
To
dear, my thing froze. Fuck.
Well, I mean, the guy who's doing bonus sneak damage. Plus,
Yeah.
he's doing crit damage. Don't forget your crit damage on top of this.
Look, are you rolling higher than 20?
Oh god, yeah, he got a lot.
21 sneak damage alone.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We already seen that 23 kills them, so he's got to fail pretty hard not to kill them.
Plus 10 on base damage. I think that one's just dead.
That's the bugbear?
Yeah, now then we'll move down the line. I'm still behind the curtain, but then I'll go there.
Mm-hmm. And nobody will notice that he's dead.
Well, they will when he raises his skeleton.
12.
How many skeletons can
26.
you raise, dude?
I have a command feat limit, and I also have an animate dead limit. But my animate dead limit is also increased by feats that I have. So that one's dead too.
I just got back in. I'm waiting for the rolls to come up.
He did over 20. He did more than the last two. Or not the last two. He did more than the first one that killed one.
26.
All right, yeah, he's dead.
Oh.
Even with the ones, he's dead.
Okay, well,
All right.
just dead. Plus 1 rapier, probably pretty nice in this situation.
Yes, it is definitely helping, I'm sure.
Just free damage.
Well, you're thinning out the herd.
All right, so Anton looks back up the cliffside like, what now?
Well, they're gonna see those bodies eventually.
Yeah, I think now it's time for us to. I mean, if we've eliminated this many, I think now it's time for us to just dive down and start
One
hacking and
thing-
splashing. Really,
We could try and get in this building, like under one of these tent walls, just to see if there's anyone in there first before we, like, full attack.
does it look like we could lift these walls up? Like, we did decide they're like.
I mean, they're
leather.
just like tent walls,
Yeah,
right?
they're just-
So
Hold on. You're talking about the far,
the big one.
the far
big tent right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should be able to at least get like an eye off
Also,
the
by the
ground.
way, my current math is I can control 36 HD worth of
Jesus
under
Christ.
critters at the moment.
Damn.
Well, I have one class feature that increases it from 4 per level to 6 per level, and then I also have a feat focus to give me +2 caster levels.
Oh
For the
God, I
purposes
love
of it.
Pathfinder.
I feel like that's God, and it's my fucking fault because I said you could play an oracle.
It doesn't
it-
matter.
these
If
late-
I was a wizard, I'd still be the same thing. It's literally exactly the same right now.
All right,
Later books just
You haven't
destroyed
seen-
this game. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Gunslingers are fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Math is crazy. So this
The
wall-
the tent is actually it's an oil. The tent itself, as you get close to it, you notice that they have like these like fresh like cut pine timbers holding it up and staked into the ground. It is the only tent besides the skinned tent that has this. And you also notice that there's like the tent itself is a little bit oily. And there is like a pungent smell coming from the tent. One side of the tent, you notice that there's like what looks like as you go close to it, there's like a puddle of liquid. That's pretty thick. That's near like the edge of it. That's turning like the fabric of the tent like this like milky gray color, like it's like sucking all the color out of it. It looks like this, and just like these fumes coming from the puddle.
that doesn't bode well.
No.
Can I look inside, like under the?
You notice where the puddle is, there's like it looks like there's like a very like there's like a hole, almost like a cut window.
Uh-huh.
You could look through there if you want.
Does it seem intentionally cut?
Yeah.
Then I would like to not do that
Okay.
and find an alternate space.
I mean, you want to try and look under the tent? It's up there tight, so it might be difficult to like lift it.
Yeah, I mean, all I need is like an eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a couple inches.
If you want to try and do that, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that instead of the obvious get stabbed place, you know?
Roll a perception. You see movement, and the
Okay.
fumes are incredibly strong. You're not super familiar with what it could be. Maybe it's some form of alchemy.
It's a leatherworking tent.
One thing that is
Yeah,
definitely
that makes
interesting about the movement is that you hear like this. You swear you see what look like giant animal feet.
Okay. Is
Inside
that the
as
only figure that I see?
No, there's like movement from two different figures, but you don't know anything
Okay.
else.
I guess I'll look to Coriel, hold up a 2, switch to a 1, and like a large, hand sign.
I can figure it out. Like big guy.
Big guy.
Really? So I saw that. I assumed he was counting down, and we need to go now. 2,
2, 1,
one.
go.
2 in. Hold on.
I
2
actually thought that
inside,
too.
1 big. Imagine this is big. I don't have enough screen space.
Okay. Lesson to the professional soldier. We need to practice hand signs first.
Keep that in mind. Yeah, we need our Navy SEAL hand signs.
Well, I'm right next to the fucking tent. What do you want me
Yeah,
to
no,
do?
I get it.
I assume it means you're ready to assault the tent.
Aubryn actually
am.
says to Coriel, and he also says to Hobgoblin, Coriel, you can hear this. So who's in the tent? And the hobgoblin just smiles.
That doesn't sound good.
How about what's on the tent? What's that oil?
True.
It's probably whatever she's making now.
Okay, so they have some kind of an alchemist.
Of course we do.
Well, they've had alchemists before. They've had the ones that throw the bombs,
Hey,
right?
hey,
Those count.
no longer we.
Go ahead.
Good what?
You said the longer we, and that you just stopped
I didn't
talking.
say longer we. I said no longer we.
Oh,
He's
okay.
trying to say that the hobgoblin is not part of the. He's trying to still turn him to our side.
Yeah.
Well, you
This
know, he's wandering around you guys unhindered and
Well, I think Auburn just has him.
free of my skeletons, so
Auburn is watching him, but he's also not making a move really to help either. He's kind of just there at the moment.
right. Just saying
I'll
that.
take a neutral party. Is this what you've drawn here? Is this blood that's now seeping out from these bodies?
That was the idea.
I say one looks like a fan and the other one's boobs.
You know, I'm still kind of on the alchemist fire, the big tent plan, honestly.
I mean, whatever it's covered in might be highly flammable, so.
You know,
Or
just
it's a flame retardant
smoke them
substance.
out.
That is also another possibility, yes.
Could be anything. Could just be oil.
Could even be a boat.
Just a really weird oil.
I'm going to go ahead and jump down here with the rest of the strike
The gang.
team. All right. So, how do we want to do this?
Very carefully, I hope.
Yeah, because we know we've got a bugbear, a wolf, a warg, a goblin, another hobgoblin, whatever the hell's in this tent. Don't know what's in this tent. There might be more goblins in this tent.
Yeah.
And King.
And King. I mean, burn the whole place? I don't know.
Oh, do we want to try to have Anton cut another hole in this big tent?
There is
Oh,
like
by the way,
cut
there's a hole
window.
right there.
Yeah, where you're standing, there's actually
Yeah, there's
a
the
window.
window. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm crouching underneath
I
that,
wouldn't trust
so.
it, though.
I mean, in fairness, the last hole Anton cut in, he critically failed and no one noticed, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anton, you can stealthily look through that window
I could,
more
yes.
than anyone else, but I still wouldn't recommend it. It seems just like an awful trap idea.
Go for it, Anton. Don't listen to him.
Seems like the worst possible decision you could make.
Oh, seems like the best possible decision he
Except
could
that
make.
was a sense motive, that wasn't stealth.
Oh,
I
the
know.
son of a bitch.
Is that a sense motive on me?
Yes.
Sense mode of the DM. You can't stop him.
If you look through the hole, you could roll a stealth check to see if they spot you, but they're not directly looking at you, and there's no trap on the hole.
Well, there we go.
How big is the window?
So
Are we talking like 1 inch by 1 inch, or like a foot by a foot?
More like, I don't know, like 4 inches by 4 inches,
Okay.
5 inches, whatever. It's big enough where you could throw stuff
Oh.
out and you get sunlight in. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so a very small window.
And I'm not even going to bother because I don't think they can see you. Hold on.
Yeah, 31 seems unlikely.
The guys outside the tent? No. Their line
No.
of sight doesn't... It's blocked by this thing.
I'm checking the people in the tent if they can see you. No, even with her high perception, she can't. Okay. You see two things, and you're actually shocked by what you see, Anton. First, you notice there is a hobgoblin with what looks like stains on her hands, working at a table where you see it's covered with nothing but vials and tubes and alembics. There's several jars. On the floor is the pungent odor of dead animals. She seems to be mixing bits and pieces together to create stuff. She's actually quite short and a little bit skinny, but you notice that like she has like bandoliers of stuff like around her chest, and she seems to be like a very skilled alchemist. The other character you notice has a collar around them, which looks like a slave collar. And it looks, at first glance, it's basically a hobgoblin to you. But when you get a good look at its face, you're horrified to see a rat-looking creature instead. And it seems this hobgoblin keeps saying in like goblin speech or orc or whatever, a bunch of things, and the rat fella just like grabs stuff and puts it on the table for her, from the pile of jars and dead bodies and things like that in the corner. And then the rat tries to say something, but then she actually strikes him in the face.
Cool, it's the Nazis from Wonder Woman movie.
Well,
The what?
The Nazis from the Wonder Woman movie.
From Wonder Woman. Woman.
I didn't even think of that connection. They also weren't Nazis, they were Germans.
Uh-huh.
I think we can take them.
The Nazis?
No, the fucking enemy's right in front of us.
Have faith in yourself. I'm sure we'll take them one day.
I mean, we already beat the Nazis, so...
Did we? Because it seems like they're back. It really seems like they're back.
It's almost like they never left. It's almost like America has a deep-seated fascination with Nazis that's been around for a long time.
Oh, the stories I can tell you about history. Anyway.
Okay, well, you can blame the Nazis for that one, honestly.
What about his stories about history?
Oh,
well, literally, because they wrote books.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, like,
them.
I could tell you, like, stories of American Nazism and
Oh,
stuff
yeah, like the
that.
Silk Society.
No.
And there's that that mansion they were building for Hitler in California that's still there.
Well,
If
Yes.
this were
how are we
Iron
fighting
Claw,
this alchemist?
if this were Iron Claw and I was playing a thief, I would suggest possibly collapsing a tent on them. I don't know if we can do that here.
I was thinking but I don't want to.
The tent is, frankly, you're looking at like the size of the tent. It's a little too big to do that. You have to remove the 4 stakes that are holding it open. Holding it shut at this point to do so.
5.
This is a flap over here, so there's really only the 4.
Otherwise, have a stake in it.
It does? I'm just seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a 5th one right here.
I didn't even see that one, but okay, 5 stakes then.
So,
You don't have another potion of invisibility?
nope.
I think I only saw 1 on there.
Hold on a sec, I think... There we go. And they had... Nope, they didn't have one, sorry. They had potion secure light wounds. Oh, they had alchemist fire too. The scouts come equipped.
All right, so how do you propose we get in there?
But more people going to sleep. Those are easy kills.
They're
Apparently
just entirely blind.
Yeah, they're weakened at Bernie's this shit. They don't notice the other guys are dead.
Well, the other guys are under blankets, so maybe.
Don't be so sure.
But probably not. Honestly, I think we just walk in there and kill all of them. At this point.
I mean, numbers are apparently on our side.
Reasonably. And I can probably kill them in a couple hits.
Or knock them out, and then I can kill them in 1.
Yeah. One of those. Do we see this guy?
Oh yeah. Well, no, actually, the
Well,
tarp's in
sorry,
the
I guess
way.
he's peeking his head out the hole in the back of the tarp.
Yeah,
He's that
he
far
has noticed the hole.
Because at that point, he has to literally be poking his head. Go, what the hell is this? What's going on over here?
Okay. Let's see if he comes around the corner and we can fucking yank him.
You start
Or
here.
you can just kill him.
He starts shouting something.
All right, let's go fucking kill him.
All right, there you go.
Time to commit murder.
I think that's already been done.
Well, one of us has.
I've already crossed that bridge.
Oh, yeah, they seem to be moving still.
All right. I guess roll initiatives.
Yep.
By the way, I don't see the initiative window thing open yet.
Oh yeah. Up there.
Just
Still
want to make
getting
sure it's up before we.
This is gonna get super messy for me.
Hmm. Just wait until the fucking undead start doing shit.
Hmm.
Oh, that's fun. 27.
Yeah, because the undead have improved initiative.
Still
That
whack.
guy was just good.
You still haven't asked this hobgoblin's name yet, have you?
You, by the way, didn't give me control of the scout tokens.
Yeah, I did actually.
Well, I can't control them.
Huh.
Like, I can't click on them or anything.
That's weird. Hold on. Try now.
I got the top one. I still need the bottom one.
Give it a second.
And technically, that guy would have a +4 for improved initiative, so that's a 25. He just doesn't have it by default yet because I haven't put the skeletal thing on top of him. Oh, I almost forgot.
I'm just getting everybody who's in the open right now.
Also point out we only have like 20 minutes left for this fight.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Maybe a little too much planning.
Or shopping.
Well, yeah. Who knows? Could be either or. Really, who could blame anyone for shopping?
CDC.
And I'm just relabeling things.
Garvex the dog. What a dog.
You notice that, well, you don't see it from here, but he also has a chain around his neck. And he's wearing leather cesti.
The dog.
No, the goblin.
So how the hell does a dog have cesti? Or cestises?
testices.
Yeah, probably a cesti.
I'm guessing the 25 is your scout?
Yeah, you can mouse over it. It yellows. It's both of them. They're both acting on 25.
Okay. Just making sure. Can you just, I guess like in the initiative or something, just put like undead scout or something so I know it's them?
I No, I can't. Only you can. You're the GM. I can't make names displayable.
I thought.
No. That's why I said if you just mouse over it, it's obviously the red token.
There you go. All right, I guess we're gonna do some fighting. A little bit of fighting before we end for the
18
night.
minutes of it, anyway.
Yeah, why not?
15-ish.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, the Darrow goes first. He could move 20.
So go ahead.
So I guess he's just gonna double to get there. I mean, I wish he was more centered on the bridge, but
There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately.
yeah. And then the scouts go next.
I tried multiple times to get this map as centered as possible.
Move this over here, and what's the range? 60 feet? A composite longbow only shoots 60 feet?
That can't be right.
That's what you got on their sheet.
Might be
It's
placeholder.
110
110.
is their range increment.
Oh, good.
Absolutely perfect. Oh, it's beautiful.
Crazy.
And that guy is still within range, and that one's not. Okay. So, guy on bottom is going to shoot at this guy here.
The bugbear.
Whatever I just pinged.
All right. That's a hit.
Not for much damage.
Bing.
And the guy on top is going to shoot at this guy here.
All right. Bing. That's a hit.
And that's them.
You could change the damage on it. Not the damage, the range.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to fix all that between games, because I saw, again, I have to apply the templates to them and everything, which might change other things.
Anton, your turn.
Like they lose all their feats and shit.
All right. As I'm attacking from hiding, do I get sneak attack on my targets?
Yes.
All right. So on that one,
What are you doing? You're shooting him?
yes.
Okay. That's a hit. 1 regular damage plus.
Is that supposed to add your dex?
It's a short bow, not a crossbow.
Mm,
Bows use your strength mod.
whack.
Still a good hit, though.
All right, that's my turn done.
Auburn is going to support. Getting some bless on for everybody. So, all allies within a 50-foot burst. So that's technically... that is Anton, Sirach, and Coriel. Technically the other hobgoblin, but we're not going to count him for now. You all have a +1 morale bonus on attack and saving throws. For 6 minutes.
So how do we apply a morale bonus?
It's basically a +1 to your attack and to saving throws on top of things. It would be, I guess, miscellaneous bonus.
Aha! You fool! You've activated my trap card.
What is your trap
The
card?
story feat.
Oh?
So when I get a morale bonus to strength or attacks, which are attacks, I get +2 to dex and strength checks and +1 reflex.
Interesting.
Or at least that's what I wrote on the short description. I'll read it better later.
Oh dear.
Yeah, +2 dex and strength ability. Yeah, and +1 reflex. Sick.
Okay, so you're fucking ready to fight then.
Morale, attacks, and what was the other one?
Say that again?
Attacks and what was the other one?
Saving throws.
Saving throws, cool.
Yeah. The goblin over here hears what's going on, and he just, like, starts shouting wildly. And he actually opens the pen. So the warg actually rushes out over this area. and starts sniffing the air. It's like trying to find out where people are. The scout has been shot multiple times. He moves over here, looks at the tower, looks at the skeleton, and is like, and he shouts something again in Goblin. Does anybody speak Goblin?
Hold on. Yeah, I do.
You hear him. He says, "Undead attack! Defend yourselves." They don't know that you're there still. They think it's just undead. And he shoots his longbow at the Darrow skeleton, which actually is a hit. So it takes 8 piercing. I think it's like half, or because it's a skeleton.
What's the damage type?
Piercing.
I think they take normal pierce. Yeah, no, it's resistant, right? Because they're undead.
Yeah, that's why I'm double checking.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I made these guys specifically the bloody skeletons, so they got the fast healing.
It's only
So-
fast healing 1 though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, still, that means they regenerate once a turn. So I've been trying to. I hadn't updated King for some.
He's not level 4, is he?
I mean, if you're saying he's not, then he's not.
Okay.
Or
I
else
just
haven't
assumed.
looked at him.
I just
Anyway,
assumed.
are you done?
King, yeah, I'm done. I just assumed King was the same as he was when he last left the party.
Sure, doesn't matter. He was still. I guess the second most powerful person in the party when he left. There's some punching asshole who's slightly stronger.
What, you have a grudge against Sirach?
No. By the way, which one is Sirach?
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah. Trying to consider. King. What would King do right now? What did the guy point?
He's pointing to the Darrow skeleton here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one did you shoot before?
What do you mean?
Which one did you shoot before?
He shot that Darrow
The
skeleton.
Darrow skeleton. Sorry, I marked down that you shot at the scout. Sorry.
No.
Again, I was looking at. Yeah, I understand. You don't have to say no. I
Yeah.
already understand. Let me just change. Sorry, again, I was looking at King's sheet to see the undead Darrow skeleton. He has 13. Let me just recorrect. Boom. Okay, we're good. I guess King is gonna move over here.
All right.
And start raging.
This wolf comes out and sniffs, but before it goes that far, you see the goblin like grab it and start petting it, as if it's trying to keep it safe. So the wolf doesn't actually get that far. Sirach.
hello. Where can I? Okay. Should I just take my free extra movement action to move again?
I mean,
I
if you
leave-
think now is the optimal time, then sure. At the same
I
time,
mean,
you never know what might come out of the big old tent.
well, I do know what's gonna come out of the big old tent.
I mean, the face tent.
Oh yeah.
That tent is very quiet right now.
I mean, I'm not in range of anyone really. So
Also, correction for before, the Darrow skeleton is not a bloody skeleton, so he
Okay.
doesn't regenerate.
Okay.
The
Oh,
undead
okay.
scouts are bloody skeletons, which again, I thought this was the ones you shot.
Okay.
And
Is
yet-
Handis also bloody?
Yeah, Handis and the undead scouts are, because I raised them. The Darrow skeleton was already alive. I used my command undead feat to control it.
Okay.
yeah, I can't really get to anyone. So I guess I should just go forward and wait for them to come to me.
So you're gonna like hang there for a moment?
friends, opinion on whether King will be hostile or friendly.
No opinion.
You don't know.
I know the answer to this, unfortunately, but I can't say. Because it's really up to... It's not my character, it's up to Theta.
I mean, he does know. He has seen me, at least.
You can move forward a little out of his range and ask him.
Have I?
Yeah. When you came back, you came back to after the siege.
Oh, you
I
mean
think?
I've met you? Sorry, you
Oh,
said
yeah, yeah.
I've seen you, which is different in this context.
Oh, yeah, it's
I assume I don't know
as
that you
in
guys
met.
were there.
So, do you want to stay stealth and let the undead vibe for a bit, or should I just go walk up to him?
Let's roll on up.
All right.
And we're going to find out one way or another eventually.
So I'm invested. I can't actually answer.
I just fucking walk up to him and be like, "Hey, are you
Sirach
gonna
leads
help
you
us,
again.
or are you gonna help us, or are you with them now?"
I'm going to pull the most infuriating move that I recognize from every
Uh-huh.
GM that I've ever played.
Oh, I hate you so much if I think I don't know what this is.
No. I mean, I don't know what you think, but I'm going to say, okay, you have to wait till my turn to answer.
Oh, that's not
Wow.
infuriating.
It is infuriating.
Okay, yeah, it's a free action to talk, actually, but okay.
Yeah, well, how many times have I had... Well, you don't know, you're not me. It's happened a lot. And you know what? I like the suspense, especially knowing that 6 minutes are not going to pass before King's next turn. It's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean,
It does make for good drama, let's be fair.
I will hold my attack until he answers. If, you know...
Anton, why are you at 19 health?
Because I healed 4 after the last session.
We're training
You've had
in
like
the
a
Spent a
whole
week.
You spent a week training, so that's 4 health a day.
Okay.
Maybe he's been stabbing himself. Maybe Anton's a cutter.
You should be at full. I just want to point that out.
And that's me. I mean, we're gonna find out.
What is Handus doing?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Is he
previously
actually?
on Dragon Ball Z.
It's on 13, okay.
I guess Handus moves here. That way the stairwell is completely blocked off. Last thing I want them to do is run up here and get me, Ilnam.
Yeah.
Coriel, what are you doing?
Coriel is just going to move into camp right here and wait to see what happens.
Well, the bugbear sees all of you, and he shouts something.
Stand here.
And actually rushes up over here to try and swing at Sirach. Does the 20 hit? Ooh, 9 bludgeon.
Ouch.
Joke's on you, Sirach has 10 bludgeoning damage resistance. Thick skin feet.
Ilnam.
Unfortunately, I think all my options here are touch-based, and I don't want to do that. Let me just double-check that the higher-level version is still touch-based. Yes. What's the range on Bone Shaker? 100 feet plus 10 for a level.
So it'll be 140 for you.
So infinite.
Not necessarily infinite,
There's
but...
actually another spell here that... Nah, because people can... I keep wanting to try and use Stone Shield to control the battlefield movement, but it's only 5 feet tall. So it's like people will just step over it. Or not step over. I don't think this was a realm of giants, but I think they'll just climb over it. Yeah. Hold on. Who is within? I guess this guy would be, wouldn't he? Yeah. I guess I'll try and Bone Shaker this guy.
Okay. Fortitude, right?
Yeah, DC 16, Fortitude save. Not a real good,
Ooh.
I mean, it's fine. It was a real bad damage roll. It was a 1, 1, 2, and then a 6 on a 46.
So is it partial, or is it...
I think it negates, because partial is a success when you do it against an undead or something that can just basically control their movement or something.
All right, so
I
then
can't
he
remember
takes.
what it is. I think we just decided before it was no. There is no partial. It's just a weird wording.
Just making sure. So like he is basically fine.
Yep. Feels
I don't
weird,
even-
man. That's all.
He feels like his bones are chittering. He's like getting a shiver, but that's about it.
Let's get this last guy out, and then we can wrap it up.
What is this hobgoblin gonna do? He's gonna hold his turn because he does no. He's gonna move over here and watch.
He's just vibing.
We're not gonna do another round.
We got 2 minutes left.
All right,
I think it's cliffhanger time.
Darrow Skeleton, let's do it. No, we're gonna go for the 2 minutes.
But you don't want to. You don't want to start on a reasonable start of the initiative.
All right, fine.
Nope, we're going to 13 specifically.
We're gonna start with King. No. All right, we'll call it here. Fine. I'll relent.
I will argue for 2 more minutes.
You're good at that.
Filibuster.
Damn, if only we shopped for 1 minute less, he couldn't go for 3.
I know.
I mean, if only we had shot for not 2 hours.
Well,
But think of what you've done in those 2 hours. You now have equipment, and now you're actually taking the fight to these assholes.
Well, to be fair, the fight to these assholes had nothing to do with the first 2 hours of shopping.
You know what, though? Now you're more prepared
but
for
it
it.
did
That's how I
prepare
look at it.
us. I mean, we got like +1 AC,
So, debriefing for session.
sword.
Was it at least enjoyable despite the 2 hours shopping?
I enjoyed myself.
I like the 2-hour shopping, but I was
I
also
always
the
love a
person
good
doing
shopping montage.
all of the math.
Yeah.
I was just being a snarky asshole, which I
Except
would
for
have
the
been anyway,
first part.
so...
Yeah.
I enjoyed
future,
Anton
we
being
should-
able. I enjoyed Anton being able to be a badass.
Yes. Badass Anton must do this more often.
In future, we should probably have all those old conversions done already,
Yeah.
so we could just.
Well, most of them we did, we just didn't actually have the ability to sell them.
Yeah, well, we hadn't totaled them up either.
Yeah.
Well,
Anton did get to do cool shit, though.
To
It's
be
great.
fair, the chances of you guys shopping for this entire campaign have never come up before.
Yeah.
So
First
I thought.
opportunity.
So you know what? I figured now was a good time to actually gear up because I knew you would eventually probably go to this spot. You here's some GM notes.
Yeah, it was a pretty good point to buy items.
Yeah, because this is fighting in this camp is actually the end of the first book in the Adventure Path.
Fun.
So you made it to the end of the first book of the Adventure Path. So congratulations.
Nice.
And,
Now the question is, where will you go from here?
well, next time we'll get to see whether Surok punches King or the bugbear guy next to him.
I'm very curious about what King will do, because I've given up on trying to predict these things. I know what I think he'll do, but he might change his mind.
I have an idea of what he
I
might
mean,
do.
Pointedly, I told you what he would do, and then I changed my mind 2 or 3 times since I said that, so...
I know.
You
This
gotta
is
remember that King is, despite how I played him, motivated.
He is.
And I've used a specific word to describe him multiple times.
I think I know what side he's on, but who knows?
I don't even want to know what side you think, so that we can see a reaction of some sort.
Live reaction TV.
Yeah, so you can see that on our Stone-Faced Reactions. Comes out Saturdays and Sundays. That's not
So-
even a joke. It's a show me and Griffin do.
You have a new show you're doing?
It's not even new. We've done it for, God, months, maybe even a year now.
I've never heard you pimp it before, though.
Because we record it offline, and then it gets released only on the YouTube. We react to Death Battle, we react to Superpowered Beatdown, we react to real rivalries, and we also have a series reaction to Gundam Iron Blood Orphans.
Nice. Well, there's a plug-in, everybody. Check out those reactions where Theta and Griffin react to stuff. Any other plugs you want to throw out there, Theta?
Yeah, European plugs. They don't fit any of my American-based house outlets. I just want to throw out my complaint there. It really grinds my gears.
Those damn PAL things versus NTSCs, man.
Yeah, Wednesdays, we're here 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then there on Sundays, we're here. God, was it now? 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then bi-weekly, we have a Notes from the Aleph, a game design podcast with Red Rabbit, Lessons Learned, Rafferty, and Griffin. All about the ins and outs of games design and various aspects of it.
Sounds good. And I'm just going to quickly plug myself. I'm your GM, Rob. I also write for the website techraptor.net. I'm working on a new review, but I can't tell you what the game is. It's embargoed. You'll find out soon enough. And that's it.
Is it Elden Ring?
No, it is not Elden Ring. I can say that much at least.
I hear there's not going to be police chases in Elden Ring.
I heard that too. But now you know somebody's going to mod that in there. And I guess anybody else have anything they want to say?
I got no plugs.
I'm good.
Well, then the only other thing I guess I will say, I hope everybody has a good Christmas and a happy holiday, happy New Year's, and any other things you celebrate.
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Exactly.
Merry Chrysler.
I'm more of a Ford man myself, or maybe a Chevy.
Every month is truck month.
See you next week, everybody. We will be here next week. The last show before New Year's. And don't forget to check out the Babylon 5 Minute.
The Babylon 5. The Babylon Type 5.
5 minutes.
Bye-bye.
Yep.